Hello everybody, I'm on my new tablet today, but we're gonna make some um, from this cheese I make, this German cheese. It's basically, you can make cream cheese with it too, but it's a little bit thicker. And I'm going to throw an egg in there and a little salt and pepper, and then I'm going to dip it in flour. I might make it interesting and dip it in some cornflakes in flour and then fry it. So good. Let me just put my hair up. This is not a big task. So, actually, I'm going to put my hair up in a bun because then all the hair is put away. This is how I use scrunchies to put my hair up with one scrunchie. I have a lot of hair, you guys see that. So we're just going to put my hair up. Just keep twisting, twist and twist and twist until you get twisted all the way. Twist it, twist it. Yeah, don't touch the ceiling fan. Twist it. The lighting is terrible. That's terrible lighting. That's still terrible lighting, but it's okay. At least you guys can hear me good and all that. So what I do is I turn it and I twist it like that, and then I grab my scrunchie and I twist that, and I first twist it and put it in there, and then the other one go a little bit over the top on this side, so it keeps the rest of the bun in. And sometimes I put another one in. Anyways, let's make some pierogi. I mean, they're like not. I'm not making pierogies because I'm not using the dough. Whatever, I'm using making patties. Okay, so let me wash my hands. I gotta test the egg. Oh wait, I think they have an open one. There's an open one here. Let me test the egg. Make sure the eggs are good. When you have eggs in your fridge for a while, you gotta test them. So I just need one egg that I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna put it in water, and if it floats, it's not good. If it goes to the bottom, it's good. Little trick I learned. So I grab a glass, I lay it in there gently, and then I put the water in. This egg's good, but it's starting to be a little bit lighter, so it's starting to get like, you know what I mean? It's starting to want to lift up. Like, you know what I mean? It's starting to want to lift up. It is touching. It is touching, but all right. So we're not using all of this, so I'm gonna switch the camera so it goes pointed down a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. Okay, there we go. Now you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to grab a bowl, and then we're going to put some of this in there. However many I want to make. I am going to try it with the cornflakes today because I have some cornflakes, and cornflakes do taste good with, like, when you do that kind of stuff and dip things in it. So I'm going to make probably 2 or 3 to eat that, and then the rest of it I'm going to probably freeze it because I am going to make pierogies with this. Hey everybody, hey Way Up Dude, and hey Mensa. If I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. I'm very bad at names, like pronouncing them. Alright, we're going to put that in the fridge. And now we are going to put a little bit of pepper. Is this pepper? Yeah, we're going to put a little black pepper. And then we're going to put a little bit of salt. I'm going to just put a little bit of salt. I already put salt in it, so it has some salt in it already. But I'm putting a little bit more because I'm going to put the egg. So, and now we're going to do this. Hey, Brian. Now we're going to put the egg in. And then we're going to get our hands dirty. Before I get my hands dirty, though, I am going to get the dipping stuff ready. So I am going to use a little bit of cornflakes. I like good old-fashioned cornflakes. That's my favorite cereal, actually. Cornflakes, you can put fruit in it if you want. So I'm just putting a tiny little bit of cornflakes. You don't need that much. And then I'm going to crunch these all up with my hands. I've never done it with these, but we usually just use flour to dip them in. I haven't turned my pan on yet either. But I bet you these are good. Hey everybody! Thanks for watching my channel. I am so glad that you guys found me in my yoga and all that. I'm glad you're doing that with me. I got to change my eating habits because I have skin condition and found out some of the foods that my skin is actually allergic to. So my cousin has the same thing as me, Haley disease, and it's like eczema but worse. And you can actually break out from like foods. You can break out from like just stress in the mind and all that. Like Haley disease is very weird. Like if you're stressed out all the time, you'll be broken out all the time. Like you'll have like skin that's like blistered up everywhere. All right, so now we're gonna put a little flour in there. I just have my flour right here. I'm just gonna grab a handful of flour, put that in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in here too. Where's my other salt shaker? My bigger salt shaker. Oh, there's the other salt. I got this ocean salt. If it's really ocean salt, I don't know. So we're gonna put a little bit of salt in here too. All right, that's it. What's everybody doing? Oh, we have a troll. Do we have a mod in here? Did I unmod everybody or what? Like, I don't know. My channel's going through some stuff right now. I'm painting everything. So I don't know if I have any mods in here, but someone's saying it's gross. Well, you don't even know. If you do know, and if you are German and you do know about Glaubensreiniger, not Glaubensreiniger, Glumskilten, you'll know what they are. If you're German, you'll know what Glumskilten are. So you just got to mix this egg in here. See, the egg is what's going to hold it together. That's why we put the egg in it. You're not going to taste the egg. You're just going to taste the cheese, and it tastes like fried cheese. It's so good. Not like fried cheese. It tastes like pierogies without the dough. But it's so good. But I appreciate your view, though. But I should have made it for subscribers only. That people like that can't come in here and say their 2 cents. You know, their 2 cents aren't worth nothing. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. All right. It is very good. You know, some of those foods that, like, German food is so good. You don't even know. Unless you grew up German. If you didn't grow up German, like, if you weren't around German Mennonites or, like, German Mennonites, then you missed out a lot on good food because they made the best food. And they made their food taste really good, too. All right, now we're going to get a little bit of oil and put it in the pan. I dry my hands off on my skirt, and that doesn't even... I got all dressed up today because I seen my cousin that I hadn't seen in 30 years. So it was really nice to see my cousin. And I'm going to turn it on and I'm just going to use regular vegetable oil, but you can use any oil you want, and you can also use butter. So there's my pan. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of oil in here. We're not going to put too much because this is one of those pans that doesn't need too much oil. But we are frying them, so. But they just got to be crispy on both sides. So what I'm going to do, and I actually put my my cream cheese that I made with the, all you do is the cream cheese. There's another recipe that I make that, so you can check that out. But it's basically just heat up milk and put vinegar and once it gets warmed, put vinegar and it curdles up, and then you make your cheese. But it's basically cream cheese, what it is. But it's done in the German way. All right, let's see. Let's see what this is gonna taste like. We're gonna make it like flat, like a hamburger kind of. I'm gonna have to dip it again because this is very thin, very liquidy is what I'm trying to say. All right, is that hot yet? Let's see. Not quite. So I'm just gonna lay this on this. I have a lid over here. We're gonna make another one. Put that in there, and we're just gonna roll it in the flour so we don't get that dough all over us. And then we're going to grab that, pat it like your puppy. Pet it like your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Oh, look at that. I'm creating a heart. Look at that. It's a heart. As I was saying that, pet your boyfriend. Go pet your boyfriend and girlfriend and then tell them that I said so. They're like, I'm not a dog. I'm not a cat. I'm not an animal. I get along with animals better than people. All right, now we're going to put it in here. I think it's hot now. I'm going to put some in here. All right, let's make more. Let's make some more. I wish I had some dough, though. I love pierogi. I like making these pierogies. Cheesy pierogies. Oh, so good. Oh, so good. And the haters can go hating. It's so easy to make this, and it's so good. I didn't know what to eat tonight or today, whatever. I didn't know what to eat. So I realized that I had this that I had made. So I'm like, I'll do that. I'll make that. Okay. It was so very nice to see a family member you haven't seen in years, like a cousin. You know, I was far away from all of my cousins growing up. We only saw our cousins once in a while. It was special occasions to see our cousins. You know what I mean? All right, now we're going to show you guys. I'm going to turn it around a little bit. I'm trying not to get my tablet all full of flour, but I have some cleaning to do after. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. We don't want it to burn. And then I'm going to grab, and I'm going to grab the flipper. The flipper. I don't know. You might have to do a flat one, or this might work. I don't know. We'll see. Flipper. Might want to do a flat one, yeah. If I even have a flat one. I threw mine out. The rubber one. I threw the rubber one out because it's very poisonous to use those ones. Even this plastic one, it's not good to use, but. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, look at that. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. But I grew up eating Ukrainian food. Oh, yeah, Ukrainian food is really good, too. I love different cultured foods. I'm going to grab a plate. I'm gonna put the rest of this in here. Probably make one more. That's one thing I love to remember is the food, the German food. That's my original culture that I was raised in. And one of my favorite parts of the whole situation is the food. And I know back then, people were very, back then people were not that easily in sharing their recipes. Like even bread, like, you know, if people knew how to make their own bread, like the Germans would not share their recipe with any of their neighbors. Their own, like, everybody had their own like family kind of recipe, and nobody would share it to nobody. Like even my kid's father, their grandparents, they were like that too. They had an orchard, and my grandparents had an orchard too. But they made apple cider, and he also made apple butter. And I love apple butter. And I used to tell him, I said, Papa, tell me how to make apple butter. And every time I'd ask that guy, the kid's great grandfather, every time I asked him how to make that, he would just give me a jar of it. He would never tell me the recipe. No, that's how it was back then. But now, everybody's sharing everything, and then people try to steal your, you know, your recipes or whatever. Well, we share them. A lot of people share them nowadays. So I'm just going to take all of the grease off by like holding them up for a minute. And I'm going to put this one in there. Hold on. That'll be the last one. Oh, that's the little heart. Oh, no. Oh, it didn't go anywhere. That's the little heart. Oh, come on. It's got like, actually, it looks like Pac-Man. It looks like Pac-Man. I appreciate your likes. Whoever hit that like button, I appreciate that. I do. All right, let's get that last one in here. That last one. All right, there we go. Keep it on the side. Okay. All right, now we're going to eat. All right, guys. I'm going to eat the little heart one. Oh, we got to give this one more turn. Oh, it's breaking apart. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's breaking apart. The cheese is melting everywhere. I'm going to turn it off. All right, let's look at this one again. This one's so pretty. Oh, yeah. Apple cider is good, but I love Dickens cider. Dickens cider. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Are you a Dickens? Are you a Dickens? You know, that's my maiden name. Now I'm thinking of my cousins in the room here or something, or somebody that I know because she said that, or whoever has said that. But I like a Dickin. Oh my gosh. The thing about YouTube is that you never know who's in your chat. It could be somebody you know and you don't even know. That's the funny part. It's like people control you and you don't even know they're trolling you. I'm Dutch and Danish, but grew up in Canada. I like Danishes. Danishes are good. All right, you guys. I did have like last night. Like I get nighttime. I get really a lot of downloads and I get a lot of intuition. And then I go to my cards, and then I pick cards, and then I see them, and I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then I'm going to do a reading tomorrow and show everybody what just came out. And but yeah, here they are, and my crystals too. There's the moon, and the moon's like pouring magic on us. And then there's the lovers, which is also the kind of the sign of Gemini. The lovers is like the bridge that gaps or the whatever. You know what I mean? I can't speak today. We're in retrograde. And then we got the Emperor. We got the Messenger of Earth, and then we got the Page of Earth. We have Patience, and we have Ace of Swords, and Ace of Earth was there. So, and then we have the Sun card there, which is all very good cards. And then we got Hello from Heaven from the Angels. And that is Archangel Metatron. All right, guys, ready to eat? So anyways, I ended up going to see my cousin today and hanging out with her and my mom and my sister. So that's what I did today. And got to talk to my son. I miss my kids very much and wish I could hug them and stuff. You know what I mean? So it'll all happen soon. Oh my goodness, that's not even right. Okay, let's eat. Oh, I need a fork because these you gotta eat with a fork. But that's why I'm wearing a pretty dress, because I knew we were going to take pictures. Then I didn't want to be like, you know, wearing just jeans and stuff to like take pictures. All right, you guys, I'm going to give you guys the first bite, okay? So we're going to cut the heart one first. All right, guys. So good and crispy and then soft on the inside. Those are so good. You don't need nothing for them. Like you don't need to dip them with nothing or nothing. And they're so good without anything. I just like eat them. It's kind of like, but better. It's kind of like eating fried cheese, but better. You can make these a side dish or just eat them as a snack. Side dish is good. Like, you know, these would be really good with some watermelon or some fruit, you know, like that, like watermelon. These would even be good with a German mouse. Like it's called mouse, but it's not a mouse. Like it's a bunch of fruit mixed together and cooked. And it's like, and yeah, it's really good. I'm gonna have to go get some milk because I'm gonna make I was gonna make a banana smoothie, but I ran out of milk because milk went bad, so I had to make the cheese. So, and that's how the Germans didn't waste nothing. Like they had cows, right? So they had their own milk, and then the milk would go sour, and then they would make cheese. Let me see what everybody's saying. Why don't you just chew them, spit them out? What are you talking about? Oh, well, like I did with the pomegranate. I showed you guys how I eat a pomegranate. I eat a pomegranate. I just like suck all the juices off of the pomegranate seeds and then I spit them out. Yeah, there's some. Have bite. Now I need a drink, like a cold drink of water or something. That's what I need. Cheers. Some H2O. All right, maybe I don't need a smoothie right now, but I want some milk so I can make a smoothie if I want to. Because I got frozen bananas in the freezer. And when I get a craving for like something like something cold and sweet and stuff, like ice cream or something cold like that, or a drink, then I'll make myself a banana smoothie, and it's so good. And you don't even put sugar in it. The bananas, when they're ripened and frozen like that, they have enough sugar in them. You don't need to put sugar in them. All you do is peel the banana. Once you were ready to use it, you just peel the skin off. You put it on the hot water for a second, just so your hand don't stick to it. You know what I mean? Like a freezer, when you stick your tongue on the freezer, right? Don't do that. But yeah, so then you peel them and you just cut them up, put them in a blender, and then just add milk and vanilla, and that's it. Or if you like to drink, if you like alcohol, and you can make them alcoholic, and you can put some banana liqueur in it. Oh, it just makes it so much more flavor, like that fake banana flavor from the banana liqueur tastes really good in it too. You can peel my skin. Why did you get a sunburn? We're talking about bananas. Oh, you want me to peel your banana? You're naughty. I'm a psychic, you know what I mean? So I knew you were thinking dirty about that. I was trying to like make it just a regular thing, but I just couldn't because I know what you were thinking. I'm very intuitive. And also I'm telepathic. So sometimes if you want me to think something, I might think it, but I'm not always going to say it. So just because I think you're thinking that or saying that or thinking that or whatever, doesn't mean I tell you all the time. But I know by comments what people are thinking or whatever, how they comment. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's easy to know. Even though you kept it really clean, you know what I mean? Still knew that. But thank you guys for joining me for dinner. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna like all my plans I had before, starting like a recycling business with fabric and stuff like clothes, like recycling clothes to make other things out of it and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna put that away right now. I'm putting that thought away right now. So because I'm putting that thought away, I'm going to get rid of all of the fabric, not fabric, but all of the clothes that I have that are old clothes and that I was going to cut up and make other things out of. Unless I'm making a dress or something like that out of it. I'm not doing the rugs anymore. I made these rugs and I was going to make a business out of it, by recycling like polyester and like those fabrics that you can't really recycle any other way. You can't take all the other chemicals out, whatever, you know what I mean? And floor mats is the only way that you can really recycle them in the most positive way. But anyways, I don't want to do it anymore because I want to do it by myself. I'll never have enough time in my life to run something like that by myself. So I'm just going to get rid of all that stuff that just keeping me back. And it's just putting a lot of stuff in my house. Like I have like all these like totes of like clothes that I have to do something with. But I think I'm just gonna give up the sewing for a while, unless it's like something different, like something like new, or if it's something like if I see a dress and it doesn't fit right, and I just make it into something I like to make it into because I like the fabric or whatever. But I'm not gonna do the other thing anymore, and I might still make scrunchies and whatever, but yeah, I'm not gonna do all that other stuff I was gonna do. I'm not. I'm just gonna focus on like my spiritual healing, grief business, whatever it's gonna be one day once I get a job with that. So I'll still like always come on my channels and do my channel stuff. But hello, little Manson, little Manson. Actually, I actually not to like I know that most of them are gone. I think all of them are gone out of the Manson family. That I actually watched a documentary about them the other day. Not a documentary, but someone was talking about it, and he was a close friend with the current house owner that owns the house where that tragic thing happened. But if you guys have heard about the Manson family, Manson family, yeah. But I'm sure you're not related to them. But if you are, my condolences. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm going to show you guys those things again, and then we're gonna get out of here. But yeah, I'll come back and I'll make maybe I'll make a little video of my my Mary Jane plants that I've got growing. But yeah, I'll be eating this later. Just snacking on it, and yeah, that'll be my supper tonight. Yeah, am I a 420 friendly? Yes, I am. I'm trying not to, use it overly because it's like very expensive. But yeah, I do have plants, and I don't want to show you guys on this video because I'm making something like this, and I want people that like the German recipes to actually come and and watch my videos and stuff as well, and other people too that don't like the 420 stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep it to a different video, and also it does put it in a different category too. Once you show stuff like that, it puts it in a different category. And I want children to be able to watch this video too. I'll try to keep it clean when I do cooking. All right, guys, have a good day. Peace out. Much love. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.